IBJJF champion, Andre, and Andre's gonna share some insight and some tips to help improve your jiu-jitsu training. Thank you, Andre. So any tips you have for those people who maybe like struggle with training, or they get unmotivated, or they don't, they're discouraged from training, or maybe they feel like they're not improving, what advice do you have for them?
Yeah, I think the first advice is take a risk. Every time you come to the class, like multiple people like get stuck to like don't try take a risk to do new techniques, don't use like your main game, and that's why they got stuck on like just like doing the same thing over and over. So that's one a good tip, like take a risk, try improve yourself more than like you try just like prove. So I think the second tip I had to give is the prove against improve. Sometimes like you come to the class, you wanna like beat up your partners, like just come over here and try like win the rounds, but on the end of the day you're not improving. So this is very important. You try like improve yourself more than like just try to prove something for yourself. And the third tip I had to give for you guys is like train without like you don't feel like you want to train. You had to come to the class. Sometimes you're tired, sometimes you're not mentally prepared to come to the class, but you had to come, like training, have a good time, and you're always gonna improve. And sometimes you have like your day's not being a great day, but on the end of the day, if you train or if you do like everything correctly, you're gonna feel like you're improving like every single day. So this is more important than just stay home and don't do anything. So if you come to the class, you're gonna improve. If you're gonna take a risk, you're gonna improve, and this is gonna become like the way you're gonna improve your jiu-jitsu, and then you're gonna see yourself much better during the time.
So guys, these are very simple pieces of advice, but like they're very effective. Obviously, Andre has the credibility to back it up. And it's sometimes surprising to see someone who's like really good at jiu-jitsu, has a lot of experience, has won a lot of tournaments, even admit sometimes like, hey, sometimes we're not motivated, right? Like sometimes we don't want to train. We're not perfect. But I think those 3 points are super important. Is, take the risk, because sometimes we don't want to take the risk. We want to like freeze up and not get swept, right? Number 2 is, trying to improve rather than prove something. Instead of like trying to always just win in the round, how do you get better? How do you work your weak side or whatever, right? How do you work your takedown game? And then finally, third is training, even when you don't want to train. I know I'm guilty sometimes. I don't feel like rolling, or I don't feel like drilling, and sometimes it can be boring, drilling the same thing sometimes, but this is the only way to improve. So you're hearing it from not only like someone who's saying it, but somebody who's actually living it out, winning tournaments and backing it up. And guys, I've rolled with Andre, and it feels like a dump truck just sits on your face when you're trying to like move it, and it's all technique. Like none of it is like athletic strength. It's all precision, and it's the stuff that he's doing, the stuff that the team is doing here at the HQ. So when he says stuff like this, he truly backs it up. So thanks, Andre, for sharing your insight, and we look forward to seeing some of your matches in the coming future. And guys, I'm gonna leave a link to his Instagram. You guys can click a follow. He's got a lot of cool techniques and stuff he shows of his matches there. So thanks again, Andre. And until next time, guys, keep training.